Personally, I don't remember much of a time where I didn't feel invisible. That theme seems like it was always there. I was the youngest of 4, and we were all homeschooled, and we moved a lot, so I had a lot of moving from different states, and I was became a quiet personality. I was very emotional and sensitive. I could feel what everyone was feeling without them saying it. And so I think the quiet maybe just kind of developed over time because there was sort of a chronic feeling of overwhelm. I think that combined with the moving and the homeschooling and some of the isolation of that, it's a mix of all those things that created that invisibility. But I do think that it's an inherited expectation for women to take up less space. One of my very first experiences in ministry was I prayed and felt like I wanted to get a gift for somebody and just felt like, okay, I'm going to get a journal and I don't know who it's for, but I'm going to give it to someone when I find them. And the woman I went up to was sitting on the stoop of her SRO building. She started crying. I gave her the journal. We started talking and I found out that her dad had died that day. I couldn't have known because it was such a hidden story and she was a hidden person. It was so important that God put that on my mind to do and go out and buy and get her and find her. Like her story was very visible to him, and then like how transformative it is for someone if they get seen in that moment versus ignored. This is alcohol ink. So this is the part where I use like a heat gun and alcohol and I just splatter stuff and create like an abstract, and then I'll kind of paint over that with paint later. So this is I don't have a plan kind of time. All right.
There was a painting that she did for my birthday. That was probably your first one, right?
That was pretty early on.
Yeah. And at that moment, so she made a painting for my birthday, and I remember thinking, like I didn't know what I was going to open because it was just all wrapped up, and then I opened it and I saw it and I was like, oh, this is so, at the time I thought it was so, we laugh about it now. Because at the time I thought it was so cool and I was like, this is amazing. We'll have to put this up on the wall or like find a spot for it to like live. And I was so proud of it. And I felt like it was really good at the time. And I still think it's good. It's like special good now, but seeing like how far she's come from like that moment to now, I was telling her the other day, I was like, I would be cool if you recreated it and we could have them like side by side.
And in moments was easy to feel like, well, I suck at this, and so time to move along and don't ever do that again. That was like the temptation. And I would post things on Instagram, like, here's something I made, and then I would just feel terrified after, like, just, like, crawl in a hole and die kind of feelings. When you avoided exposure and you avoided vulnerability in that way for so long, you know, the first sign of rejection or the first little hint of imposter or any of it was a bit very threatening internally.
Thanks. Ciao.
There's like a whole story that's happening in the background, and then the woman that gets overlaid, like there's a whole story there, and sometimes that emotion will make us feel uncomfortable because we don't either A, we don't know how to relate to it, or B, it might just be like tension point of maybe something that we grew up thinking or feeling ourselves. And so it's like, it's unraveling a bunch of, like, it has the potential to unravel a bunch. And I think for a lot of men, it's probably really easy to just be like, just shut it down and just like see it and be like, oh, like the skill looks really good, and then you keep moving on. But I think if you're able to like hang out with it for a bit and just enjoy it and take it in, you will enjoy it in a very different way. That's uncomfortable, but is good.
The biggest part about what has drawn me to it the most is that feeling of whole person aliveness that the creating itself has made me experience. And feeling more able, like feeling like I'm not just a person that receives things or pours out things, but I get to respond. There's this relationship to action, and I think that again goes to the idea of the women and the hiddenness. Is like there's a response that we get to have. We get to participate somehow. And for me, it was creating was what allowed me to do that for the first time. I hope that people who have felt unseen can feel seen, and that they're worthy of being seen. And then even if you're a quiet, hidden person full of pain, like that there's so much beauty there to be seen.
Like Japanese theory where it's like wabi-sabi, where you're like, oh, it's pretty when it's like perfect.
Yes, I'm all about that. Messy.
Yeah.
I want the work to be that invitation that I needed of come back to life, come back to full life. I want you to feel like your emotions and your story can be seen.